So, hey guys, welcome back to Cancer Corner, and just thought I'd drop in with a little bit of a quick update, as it's probably been about a week and a half now since the last time I posted anything, and anybody who follows me on Instagram might have seen that I was actually in hospital about a week ago. So I just thought I'd drop a little update just to let you know how I'm doing if anybody's concerned, and basically just explain what happened. So basically, I mean, I've spoke a few times about how lucky I've been with side effects and things like that since all of my treatments, both surgeries and both rounds of chemo and things like that. And I haven't had much in the way of side effects and stuff like that. On the other side of that, it kind of lose yourself into a bit of a false sense of security. You almost forget that there's a bit of an issue. So probably about 2 weeks ago now, I think it was. I don't remember exactly. I think it was a couple of weeks back. We had a bit of a celebration night with a couple of lads who did who went to Bolton and did the Ironman. Had a few drinks, basically had a few too many, and it turns out on the tablets that I take, there's actually quite a strict limit of alcohol you're meant to drink, and I obviously exceeded that very much. So basically I went out, had a bit too much to drink, which normally wouldn't have been a problem. I basically woke up the day after and I started having some quite violent seizures. They were pretty scary, to be quite honest. I mean, they were. I was awake through them all, but I couldn't. Almost felt like I couldn't breathe. It was almost like having a panic attack on top of everything else. So, they knocked a bit out of me for a bit. So that basically had to meant that I had to spend the night in hospital. So, but basically, following on from that, the only reason I didn't post anything after that is because I wanted to kind of get a few things out of the way before I kind of jumped on, just to let everybody know I was okay. First of which was obviously they moved an MRI scan forward, and I got the results for that today. Everything was good. Basically, they're happy that it was just the alcohol that did it, and nothing any more sinister going on upstairs. So I can keep cracking on and start getting the training ramped up for Outlaw X, which I'm really looking forward to. And the other thing I want to do was get a really good session in my legs, which I did this evening, just on Zwift. It was some VO2 max intervals on the bike, and after having a week and a bit off the bike. Actually, I mean, the only issue I had was a little bit of cramp in my calves at the end, which probably shows that I need to do a bit more work. But yeah, I mean, I'll just basically leave it there. I mean, the Zwift session was really good. It was one of the Zwift Academy Tri VO2 Max workouts. I think I've mentioned them before in previous videos. They're designed by Dan Plews, who's quite a well-known triathlon coach and stuff like that. And I really like the workouts. So, I mean, obviously to try and get a bit of intensity in the legs and some higher end stuff, I thought it was a really good go-to to do. The workout itself, it was probably right on the limit of what I could do. By the end of it, I was really starting to suffer, but that's kind of where I wanted to be. And I'm going to try and mix that with some sort of more kind of like threshold workouts as well. Sort of like I said before, trying to sort of lift it up from below and then drag it up from the top as well by going over the top of my threshold and then see if that helps and stuff. Actually got a little comment off Triathlon Dan. Obviously, I'm sure if you're watching my channel, you'll probably definitely know his channel. He mentioned about really trying to hit some really hard intervals and that to try and pull it up from the upper end as well. And anybody who watches his channel knows he's a cracking cyclist and that. So again, it'd be silly to ignore his advice basically. So yeah, I think I'm going to try and get a good mix of these in, rather than kind of what I was planning on doing is just hitting it hard, like once or twice a week. I think the mix is probably going to be the better thing. So yeah. But I'm going to leave it there anyway. I'll just drop this as a really short video, and hopefully, like you say, I mean, everything's going to be back to normal. A bit of change of scenery at the weekend. I'm going to be down in Cambridge for a little bit, which is going to be quite nice. So yeah, if I'm lucky enough, and I remember to bring the camera and things down with us, and I'll try to have a little bit of a run around some of the parks in Cambridge, see some of the sights and things like that. And it'll be a nice change of scenery, I think. So yeah, but basically, yeah, if you saw it on Instagram, saw me in hospital, everything's okay. Good news on the scans, and basically I was an idiot. So if anybody's kind of watching, who's joined along, who's also suffering from similar sort of things to myself, just be wary of your alcohol intake and listen to your doctors, and don't get lured into a false sense of security if you've been really well for a long time. So it can always creep up and bite you in the backside. But I'm going to leave it there for now. And thanks very much for joining us. And for the people who did send messages on Instagram, thanks very much. I was pretty bored and pretty down in hospital, and getting well wishes and things like that's always a nice way to pick you up. So thanks very much for that, and I'll catch you again, hopefully with some nice scenery, out for a nice run somewhere, and we'll get on back to normal and get back to full training. Thanks very much, and I'll catch you next time.